Welcome to Soiram Online Learning Center. This video starts with Digital Electronics lecture series. As a prerequisite of this lecture, we have discussed earlier about the introduction to digital electronics subject. In this lecture number 1, we will see the number systems in detail. Yes, the very basic of digital electronics is the number system. In this video, as an outline, we will see the basic definitions regarding the number systems with various different types of number systems and its conversions along with examples. First of all, we want to know what for we need to learn this number system. So the basic idea is to have the counting for the various items. We want to know the number system. In day-to-day life, we are using the decimal number systems which has the values from 0 to 9. So decimal number system has 10 digits 0 to 9. Modern computers communicate and operate with binary numbers which uses only 2 bits 0 and 1, hence it is called as binary. Bi means 2. For large decimal numbers, if you are going for conversion of binary string, the string looks too longer and hence this make them to go to other number systems like octal, hexadecimal as well as the binary coded decimal. Decimal number system. First we will see the decimal number system. So any decimal number system can be expressed as in the terms of unit, tens, hundreds, thousands and so on. We already know about that. For example, see this 5678.9. This can be interpreted as 5000 plus 600 plus 70 plus 8 plus 0.9, which is equal to the same number 5678.9. So 5678.9 can also be represented as 5678.9 to the base 10, which represents it as the decimal number system, which the subscript indicates the base or the radix. Okay. So then we want to be clear with some basic terms along with their meaning in the case of the number system. First, we want to know what is the definition of weight. So, position of a digit with reference to the decimal point determines its value or the weight. That is, if you are given a number from the decimal point, at which position it is placed, that defines the weight of the number. For example, see the same example 5678.9. 8 is in 10th place, 8 is in unit place, 7 in 10th position, 6 in 100th position and 5 in 1000 position. So accordingly the number 5 will have the weightage with respect to 1000, whereas number 7 will have the weightage with respect to 10th. Hence you can have the 70 and hence you can have the 5000. That represents the weight. So the sum of all the digits multiplied by their weights gives the total number being represented. Next, we want to see what is meant by MSB and LSB. That is most significant bit and least significant bit. So when you take a number, the leftmost number with the greatest weight can be called as the most significant digit and the rightmost bit with the least weight can be called as the least significant bit. So the base, it is nothing but the total number of digits that is used in the number system, that can be called as the base or radix. So in general, when you go for binary number system, we represent in terms of the bits, which means that the bit comes from the word called as the binary digit. So bit is the word that is formed with the combination of the words binary as well as the digits. So this is about the basics of the decimal number system. So the same example I have considered 5678.9 can be represented as 5 to the 10 power 3, 6 into 10 power 2, 7 into 10 power 1, 8 into 10 power 0.9 into 10 power of minus 1. So as said earlier, the leftmost bit will have the maximum weight, that is most significant digit, and the rightmost will have the least weight, that is called as the least significant digit. In case if the number is 5, 6, 7, 8 alone, 8 will be the least significant digit, and here we have in the case of decimal representation 5678.9, hence the number 9 is given the least significant digit position. So that's about the decimal number system. So next we shall move on to binary number system. So binary number system with a 2 digit, that is called as the base 2 system. So the two binary digits can be of 0 and 1. So by adding each digit of the binary number in the power of 2, we can form the decimal equivalent of the number. For example, see this example 1101.101. So how this can be converted into decimal is the same rule, that is the base of that binary system power to the power of its position. So 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, and next to the decimal point will have 2 power minus 1, 2 power minus 2, 2 power minus 3. Everything has to be multiplied and finally summed up, and this will result in the value of 13.625 to the base of 10, which is a representation in terms of the decimal. So next is octal number system. We are aware of this. Oct means 8. So octal number system uses the first 8 digits of the decimal number system, that is 0 to 7. As it uses 8 digits, the base is always 8. So for example, I have considered here one more example. 5632.471 can be represented in the powers of 8. So the same, how it can be converted into decimal is that the base of the octal is 8, so 8 to the power of its position. So 5632.471 will be given the corresponding power as 8 power 0, starting from the least significant digit of the whole number, 8 power 1, 8 power 2, 8 power 3, and then next to the decimal will have 8 power minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3, and it has to be multiplied and finally summed up. Will get the final result in the case of representation of the decimal number. So next, seeing about the hexadecimal number system, it has a base of 16, will have 16 characters, that is 0 to 9. The first 10 of the decimal is same as that of the hexadecimal, and it will be followed by A, B, C, D, E, and F. So for example, 3FD.84 can be represented in the powers of 16. How this number hexadecimal can be represented in terms of decimal is follow the same rule. You take the number that has been given in the form of hexadecimal, and the base to the power of its position has to be applied. Each number has to be multiplied with the base to the power of its position, finally summed up, and the resulting will be the answer in case of the representation of the particular hexadecimal number into its decimal form. So we have discussed about the basics of decimal, binary, octal, and hexadecimal, and this tabulation will give us how we need to write the representation for the case of decimal, binary, octal, as well as hexadecimal. So decimal, as we said earlier, will have the numbers from 0 to 9 with a base of 10. So 0, 1 to 9. So this maximum value is reached. Hence, this one digit will turn into 2 digit, and starting from again 0 to 9 will be repeated, but the first digit will be 1. That is 9. After that, we will have 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. After that, we will have 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9. After that 9 maximum value is reached, then we will have the value of 2, 0. Hope you understand. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9. After that, we will have the value of 3, 0. Okay, so this is how you can represent the decimal. Similar for the case of the octal, 0 to 7 is the value that is digits present in the case of octal. So after 7 is the maximum value that has been reached. So once again, you will have the repetition of the sequence from 0 to 7 followed by the first digit of 1. So next to 1, 7 we will have the value of, next to 1, 7 will have the value of 2, 0. Okay, next we will have 2, 7 will have the value of 3, 0. Likewise, we will have the repetition of this number. So next, hexadecimal number system will have from 0 to 9 followed by A, B, C, D, E, and F. Next, F is a maximum value that has been reached. Next, we will have the value of 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F and so on. So how you can represent this in the case of your binary representation is that we'll have 4 zeros representation for the case of 0. Next we'll have 0001, which means it can be represented in terms of 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 and 2 power 3. So 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. It is a positional value that has been given to this number, and accordingly we'll have 00 for 0, 01 for 1, 10 for 2, 11 for 3, and this is a maximum value reached for the case of a 2-bit number, and hence once again the 0001, 1011 will be repeated here with the value of 1 to the highest value to the case of your third bit. So when this maximum value of 3 bits are reached, for example 111 is reached, this is a maximum value, hence you want to go to the fourth bit once again. So from starting from 000, we will have the value from till 111 with the case of the fourth bit set to 1 for all the forthcoming values. So this is how you can represent this binary. So it's a easy format, you can write in the form of 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 as well as 2 power 3. So conversion from one radix to another radix. How we want to convert from one form to another form. For example, when you want to convert from binary to octal conversion, so the base for octal number system is 8 and the base for binary number system is 2. So hence the base for octal number system is the third power for the case of the base of the binary numbers. Hence we want to group this binary numbers into 3 digits, and you want to convert that 3 digits into its equivalent octal value. For example, you can have this as conversion from consider this 10101101.011 into its octal equivalent. Okay, so the method or the procedure that I have told is that you want to group 3 bits. So make group of 3 bits starting from LSB for the integer part and MSB for the fractional part by adding zeros at the end if required. So for all those part you want to group 3 bits starting from LSB for the integer part. So this is the integer part. So starting from the LSB we want to group 3 bits. So first 3 bits, second 3 bits, then the third 3 bits. If it is not there, you can add zeros. So at the end if required. So similarly for the MSB part of the fractional part can be added. So 3 bits grouped, then you can have only one bit, so please append 2 zeros along with that. Then represent this 3 bits in terms of your decimal representation. Hence you can have this number that is 010, octal number representation is 255.34 to the base of 8. Next, conversion of binary to hexadecimal. The same procedure, the base for the hexadecimal is 16, whereas the base for the binary is 2. Hence, it has to be raised to the power of 4. Hence, the given binary number has to be grouped with 4 digits in order to convert this into its hexadecimal conversion. So, the same formula has to be applied, whereas there in the case of binary to octal, we group 3 bits. In case of binary to hexadecimal, we want to group into 4 bits. Okay. We'll see the example now. So convert this number 1101101110.1001101 into the hexadecimal equivalent. So when you see this, you can have the same procedure, and here it will be grouped in terms of 4 digits. It will be grouped, and here we can have the representation as 4 digits. So starting from the integer parts LSB, we can have 4 bits grouping, and if necessary you can add zeros at the this end as well as this end, and you want to group 4 bits and represent those 4 bits of binary in terms of its hexadecimal equivalent, and the answer will be in terms of hexadecimal. Then how to convert this octal to binary? Is the reverse operation of that. Each digit of the octal has to be converted into 3 bits of its binary equivalent. So write the equivalent 3 bits binary number for each octal and remove if you have any leading or trailing zeros. So for example 125.8 82 how it can be 62 how it can be represented is that 125.62 can be represented as each bit has to be represented by 3 bits of its octal binary equivalent, and finally you can erase this leading as well as trailing zeros, and that bit will be represented in terms of your binary representation. This is how we can convert the octal to binary representation. So next is hexadecimal to binary conversion. So write the equivalent 4-bit binary for each of the hexadecimal digit, and you want to remove any leading or trailing zeros. So the same method, but instead of that you can have here 4 digits has to be represented here, and this can be given in terms of 8. For example, 8A9.B4 to the base 16 means it is hexadecimal. How it can be converted to binary is that each bit has to be represented by bits the 4 corresponding binary digits, and if you have any leading or trailing zeros it can be erased and you can have the corresponding binary representation. So next is that how you can convert octal to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to octal. So far we have seen how you can convert binary to octal, binary to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to binary, octal to binary. So then we will see how you can convert this conversion from base 8 to base 16 or base 16 to base 8. So this conversion is possible only with using the intermediate format of binary. So octal to hexadecimal மாத்தினாலும் சரி, or you want to convert from hexadecimal to octal, you want to intermediately convert to binary, then you can go for the other conversions. So octal to binary, then binary to hexadecimal. Okay. So octal to binary means that by each bit has to be represented by 3 bits equivalent in the case of your binary, then grouping by means of the 4 bits. Okay. So when you go through this example, it will be clear for you. Similarly, for the case of hexadecimal to octal, for example, the given representation is BC66.AF16 to octal. You want to convert. First of all, this BC66.AF has to be converted to decimal with a representation of each bits of this hexadecimal into 4 bits of binary. So representing 4 bits of binary, and then group 3 bits from the integer part LSB side to the this fractional parts MSB side. Okay, so group into 3 bits, and if you need you can add zeros and you can convert this into the octal form. Hope it is clear for you. Convert to binary as intermediate, then convert it to the corresponding octal or hexadecimal value. So next is converting any radix to decimal. So if you are given in form of any radix, how you can convert anything to decimal. So anything to decimal, the anything means any number system to decimal. So summing, that is a value of each digit should be multiplied with its decimal radix to the power of its position. So that is a formula that has to be used. For example, convert 3102.12 to the base 4. For example, any radix. I am speaking about any, hence you can have any radix 4. How it can be converted into decimal. So that power 4 power 0, 4 power 1, 4 power 2, 4 power 3. I am writing in terms of that power given any radix. That radix to the power of its position has to be multiplied with a number and it has to be added up and you will get the result. Okay. So for example, determine the value of base x if 193 to the base x is equal to 623 to the base 8. So when we look at this problem, I will be clear about that. We want to find the value of base x, but what we are clear is that this 623 is in terms of octal. This x we want to find out. So first of all, in day-to-day life activity, I have told you that we will be using the decimal number system. Hence, it is required to convert this octal to decimal number system as usual. So 623 can be converted into the decimal as 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2 multiplied with the corresponding digits. Summing up, you will get the value of 403. This 403 is a representation of 623 to the base 8 in terms of the decimal value. So now 193 to the base x is equivalent to 403 to the base 10. So this x, whatever may be the value of x, if it has to be converted into decimal, you want to follow the same procedure. So here x square plus 9x plus 3 is equal to 403 to the base 10. So x square plus 9x minus 400 is equal to 0. So apply the formula to find the value of x by using minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. We'll get the value of x. Okay, so this is how we will have the value of x is equal to 16 as well as minus 25. Negative is not applicable here, hence you will have the x is equal to 16, which means that this 193 is base of 16, which means this 193 is the hexadecimal equivalent, and it will be equal to 623 in terms of the octal equivalent. Okay, that is the interpretation. So next, conversion of decimal number to any radix. So anything to decimal we have seen earlier. Now decimal to anything. So convert the integer part into by using successive division method, and convert the fractional part by using this is successive multiplication method. Okay, so you can have the successive division method. Divide the integer part of decimal number by the desired base number. Store the quotient and the remainder, and consider quotient as a new decimal number and repeat the step 1 until the quotient becomes 1, and list the remainders in the reverse order. Okay, so that is a procedure to be followed. And the first of successive multiplication method, you want to multiply the fractional part of the decimal number by the desired base number, and you want to record the integer part of the product as a carry. Fractional part you want to consider as a new fractional part, and you want to repeat the steps until you get the until the fractional part of the product becomes 0, and until you have many digits as necessary for your applications. Okay, so we'll see with an example, then you'll be clear about the successive division as well as successive multiplication method. So convert 12.125 decimal into the binary. So integer part by means of successive division. So 12 is to be converted into binary. So base is 2. So edava maathanumo adoda base which you want to convert. So you want to go for successive division, and finally list the remainders in the reverse order. So you want to list the remainders in the reverse order. So the value of 12 is 1100. This can be checked up with 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 as well as 2 power 3. Okay, so similarly here in the case of your fractional part, we want to go for successive multiplication method. So 0.125 into 2, 0.25, so 0 as a carry, take it outside. Then 0.25 into 2, 0.50, 0 as a carry, take it outside. 0.50 into 2, 1.00, 1 is a fractional part, take it outside. Finally we get the answer as 00. You can stop at this point, and you want to read the carries from downward to get the desired. So you want to read from the downward, that is 001. So here the answer is 1100.001 is the required answer. So this is how you can convert from decimal number system to any radix. Okay, so here conversion from the 658.825 decimal into octal. So decimal to anything means that anything's power radix has to be considered. So integer part, successive division by 8, answer has to be read from answer has to be read in the case of reverse order, hence it will be read in 1 2 2 2, and this decimal part fraction part has to be written, and it has to be multiplied with 8, and the corresponding procedure has to be followed. Answer has to be read from top to bottom. So 1222.646. Okay, so convert for example the same into hexadecimal. It has to be done with the 16 and the same procedure. Answer has to be read from reverse order from downward direction, and we will get the corresponding results. Okay, so this is about how you can convert from decimal to anything. So finally I have ended up with this problem, converting this binary number into decimal as well as the hexadecimal. So how this can be converted into decimal number system is that we have discussed earlier. It has to be given in terms of its radix to the base of power, radix to the power of its position. So 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 5. Similarly it has to be added up, and you will get the final result as 45.8125 to the base of 10. And in the case of hexadecimal conversion, we already know that it has to be grouped into 4 digits for the case of LSB of the integer part and the MSB of the fractional part. 4 bits you want to group, and if necessary you can add zeros and you can convert them into the corresponding hexadecimal. So thus in this video we have seen what are the basis of number systems, what are the various types, how we can have the conversions from one system to other systems with the example. Hope this video is useful to you. Thank you.